Glad meeting you again. This is Dr. Greg Pogue at the Hope Outdoor Gallery in Austin, Texas. We're going to discuss intellectual property. Intellectual property, or IP. This is a buzzword used everywhere now. People scramble to file patents. People scramble to spend lots of money to build what they think is important pieces to commercializing technology. Let me give you my experience and the experience of the IC² Institute at the University of Texas at Austin with regards to this very important topic. Intellectual property, or IP, is important. However, quality IP is very important. The question you have to ask yourself is, how much will someone pay for a good idea? The answer is basically nothing. They will listen to it, they will take it, and they will commercialize it. This is a problem. The next question you have to think about is, if IP is important to protect that idea and create an asset around it that you can then sell or partner, how would you do this if you have a good patent or a bad patent? Which costs more? And the answer to that question is that they cost basically the same. If you're going to spend money on a good patent or a bad patent, it's still going to be a large amount of money. So the question you have to ask yourself is, what kind of asset will I build and what will its value be? We have learned that it's very important early on in the technology development cycle to explore other intellectual property which may be required to make your investigation work. Copyrights are of high value, and they are also protected internationally because of the large brands that rely on these, such as Coca-Cola, Apple, and other companies. This means that if you can capture a name, a structure, a vision, an idea in your copyright, this actually can be of extraordinary value for your company to protect. But to do this, one must construct claims and a specification which allow the claims to be protected, that I can now find out what my competitors are doing without having to go basically into their shop and investigating with a search warrant. This is why it's very important to construct claims that look like a fingerprint, that bear a resemblance to the final impact, measurement, or value of an invention on the final product. This allows one to be able to investigate that product and find out if your intellectual property may be actually being used by a competitor. This allows one to then decide how you approach that competitor, as a partner or as an adversary. Many people use patents because they want to get intellectual property, but they just basically put anything in the claims that can be practiced without me finding out. The answer to that is, unfortunately, you're just giving away your know-how and you're not protecting an asset, because I have no way to know if my competitors are using that methodology or whether they're using something else unique. But if one looks across the way at the capital of Texas, one will be able to find out that that structure is actually very iconic, and it allows one to be able to capture a unique vision either in shape or an outline that can be used as a value piece. However, it is also looks similar to our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. So is this a unique trademark? One must have to understand how to use law and use the expressions of art to know what is the best thing to protect. So we work with you to not only do the initial intellectual property searches, to find out what is unique and special about your technology offering, to find out what partners you may need to build to put together a full solution, but also how to construct good claims and work with high quality attorneys to design a patent strategy which protects your idea, your technology as an asset, not giving it away with regards to the secret sauce, so to speak, through just publishing a patent. We look forward to working with you in these types of very important processes. As we mentioned before, companies and competitors will pay nothing for a good idea. They'll just take it and borrow it. That good idea could be presented in a talk, in a paper, or even in a published patent. But people pay for assets they require that create value for their businesses. This is why it's important to structure your intellectual property in such a manner that people will desire it, can use it, and know that it protects their space within a meaningful market. I hope this has been a useful discussion and look forward to meeting you in person someday.